How we living? Good? Hope all is well with everyone. Genuinely. Hope everything is going forward and moving in, a direction that you would favor or you would like. Today, I'm gonna ask you a question, right? I don't want you to think too hard about it, but think about it. And the question to you is, are you happy? And if you are happy, what are the things that you have done or do to make you happy or keep you happy? And if you're unhappy, what are the things that you continue to do or allow to happen to you for you to be unhappy? You know, nowadays we live in a society and a time where it's easier to mask and condemn happiness. Like you can hide it, you can fake happy, you could put on the front. Social media has allowed us to really you mask that. You don't even have to be yourself anymore based on social media. You can get on social media and become anything you want, right? And in reality, it's kind of set us back as human because we lost the art of communication for real. Now, due to some of the technological advances, it's hard to have, face-to-face communication. It's hard for people to express their true self because they feel like nobody understands or listen to them, or they not, the message ain't being received as they intended to. So, like I say, nowadays, happiness can be one of many things to people. It could come, some think money is the route to happiness, and to an extent, money can make you happy, and it could definitely lessen some problems in your life. But essentially, money can't buy you happiness. You've seen throughout time and history, millionaires, billionaires with money and take their own life due from stress and depression. So money is not the answer to happiness, in my opinion. Internally is the only way you're ever gonna be able to reach happiness. I think it starts with a clear mind and a pure heart. You know, and a soul that's, how can I put this? Your soul is almost got to be like a chameleon. You kind of got to flow with the punches a little bit, but then in a way you strengthen and protect it to where it's like it's still you, it's still pure. Because there's gonna be times in your life where your happiness, your intentions, and everything will be tested, and you'll have to respond and react in a way that's either truly you or that's not you. And based on the the reaction or the response you take, that'll dictate how life moves forward for you. It's not easy. Don't get me wrong. You know, it's it's more unhappy people than there are happy people in this world. Believe that. Genuinely. People are unhappy, whether it be with a job, a situation, a relationship, a family member, living arrangements, transport, whatever. People are unhappy more oftentimes than not in this world. So if you one of those people that are happy, my challenge to you is expand your ways of happiness. Meaning, I know you got what makes you happy, but find something else that you could do that can bring new happiness to you, whether it be through an idea, dream, a goal, somebody you met, whatever. Push your happiness to a new level and expand it and extend it, because there is a such thing as stalemates in gray areas, right? And if we continuously to do, like, if we do something continuously and kind of just go through it without, being mindful of it and, paying attention to things, it could become still, it could become gray. So I challenge you to keep your happiness fresh, keep your balance fresh, keep your consistency, at a high level, and just keep finding ways to expand on your happiness. Because, like I say, it's not easy for one to fall in a circle of unhappiness. It happens so often to a lot of us, friends, family, and shit. Nowadays, we play the blame game for it, right? We blame other people for our unhappiness and our situations and our circumstances throughout our life. Most times, we don't take responsibility for that, So if you are happy, I'm commending you, and I'm challenging you to keep going, because it gets hard to stay happy based on, sometimes it don't even have to be stuff that's going on in your life. It could be the people around you and what's going on in their life, And based on how big your heart is, that can affect you in many ways. Because it's like, as if you somebody, if you got a role in somebody's life, and you truly want to see them win, or be in the best possible place they can be in, when they take losses or setbacks, that shit hit you too, and in a way it can affect you to where you can start to take away from your palate and pay too much attention to theirs, and that's when imbalance happens, and that could become a problem for your happiness. I'm not telling you not to extend your hand or lend it. Just be mindful in the ways that you extend or lend, because everybody don't appreciate the same either. Everybody ain't grateful. I'm gonna say that again. Everybody ain't grateful, right? So be mindful in the way that you help people. Help people by all means, but make sure you helping somebody that want to help themselves first and foremost, because you can't help nobody that don't want to help themselves. So be mindful of that. And for those of you that are unhappy, believe me, your life is a step away from turning. You're only unhappy because you've either put off things that you didn't want to face, you've allowed things to happen to you because of your love for something or someone, and you just can't move around from that situation, right? And that's understandable. It's not easy to let go of things that we love and cherish. Matter of fact, that's the last thing we want to do, is get rid of it or let it go. But in my reality and in my experience, if you truly love someone or something, you will be able to see them do, even if that means without you. Like, if you truly love something or someone, but it's not beneficial to either of you, you won't have any problems moving around. The love will never change, right? But the situation will. And essentially, that's the hardest part to get over. It's like, damn, now I got to get accustomed to a new situation or a new circumstance. I wasn't really trying to do that in the first place. Like, that ain't where I was at. I get it. It's hard. It is. But the question that you should ask yourself is, am I taking away or subtracting? Am I dividing more of my time or happiness or whatever than I'm adding, multiplying? And if you're taking away more than you're giving, yeah, it's time for you to move around. You feel me? You got to make some things shake, essentially. Even if it's uncomfortable. One of the hardest things for people to do in life is to get comfortable with things that are uncomfortable. Nobody likes to do that. But in reality, that's the best solution for you. When you become comfortable with things that are uncomfortable in your life, that's how you grow. You break barriers. And essentially you bring, it's like a newfound strength. It's like I done got comfortable with one of my worst fears, or I done faced one of my nightmares. It's like, all right, if I can conquer that, what else can I do? And how far can I take it? So, unhappiness and happiness is a choice, essentially. We all have a choice to be either happy or unhappy. You can control certain things in your life. Not everything, right? But for the things that you can control, your effort, your heart, your thoughts, your actions, your responses and reactions to stuff, you can control that, right? So if you can align and put that in a straight line, a more pure form, I just don't see how you continue to be unhappy and your intentions are clear. Your heart is pure, right? I'm not telling you that other people are going to align with you. I'm telling you that you can, more oftentimes than not, you will find happiness with a pure heart and clear intentions than you would with cloudy intentions in a bad heart. You feel me? So just it's a choice. Make your choice. You either gonna go through hell and be happy, or go through hell and be mad. But if both of them require hell, I think I'm gonna take the one that requires me ending up on the happy end, if that's what it's gonna be. Just cause it's already bad enough out here for us as people. Shit, you know what I'm saying? The world's already a tragedy. Why would you wanna add to that cycle? Why would you wanna, continue that cycle? Don't be afraid to break something. Don't be afraid to step out of the norm and and get comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's the best. That's the best way for you, believe me. So keep that in mind. And I say, clear mind, clear heart, better intentions. You'll land where you're supposed to. All right? Peace.